Boy, ooh, that was a nightmare tonight. That was a nightmare. Let's adjust that. All right. That was truly a nightmare getting on here tonight. Thanks for nothing, Streamlabs. All right, we're on the phone here, and good evening, everybody. I think we should have pretty decent image quality tonight. Happy Wednesday night. Let me see if I can get back here to the other side. Watch the video. Got to go to our ad. Oh my God, wrong thing. Hold on a minute, guys. I know you're out there. Hold on a minute. Good evening. Don't derail the boat yet. Let me see what's going on here. Son of a. There we go. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, let's see if I can bring up the YouTube side. Got to sit through the one wheel advertisement. Skip that. Make sure this is turned up. I almost need a control room operator here. Okay, I am back. Let me scroll up here. Ilva, nice to see you. My girl Tammy, my world in OKC. Hello, Charla. Hello, Bill Ellis. Golden State, nice to see you. How you doing, Laura? I am using the phone, so I wish I would go to Las Vegas with you. Come on there, Miguel. Let's go to Las Vegas, man. I'm all ready. I'm fired up for that. I'm fired up for Las Vegas. How you doing, Mouse Toes? Nice to see you. This evening, I was very happy that Mouse Toes was able to weather the storm down there in South Carolina. I had my doubts looking at the weather radar and things like that. So, honey, I'm glad that you're doing okay. I think the quality is probably as good as it's going to be on here tonight. Hello, Joey D. Nice to see you this evening. So, a few things to get into. I'll let things go to populate in. Thumbs up or appreciate it if you're coming in. Hit that like button and give me a warm, fuzzy glow here. I've got this thing barely teetering on the tripod back there. How you doing, Tara? I appreciated your message and your link today. That looked like a pretty good set. Thank you. It's virtually impossible with a webcam to have enough functionality to make things look good on, especially if you're running through a 15-year-old desktop here. So, Mouse Toes, I'm glad that you survived it and you're doing well down there. We were all very worried. Anybody else that's was in the path of that, I know Craig up there on Long Island was probably get some of the after effects. So hopefully, I know there was a lot of damage from the wind in that area, which kind of blew me away. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you're coming in. Charla, how are you this evening? Good to see you. I hope that's not a preview of coming attractions. It's kind of, we're early August here, and we're getting this kind of raging weather here. So I don't know. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Thank you for your kind message. Unfortunately, I'm not always able to immediately respond to everyone. I'm glad to hear that, Charlotte. You may hear the car alarm going off. Every 5 minutes, it seems now. Laura says there was a lot of damage in Suffolk, Virginia. I bet there was down there. Came right over, I guess, right up over Cape Henry, and then right on across the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay, and right on up there. So I hope you enjoying the quality step up. I think I'm broadcasting in 720 high definition, not ultra high, but baby steps here. But I don't know how long Streamlabs will last before it kind of craps out. Yeah, I saw one guy. Yeah, that's Oz. I saw one guy got crushed in his car. That's terrible. It reminds me of Bobby's friend when he was out camping last year. That a tree fell on his tent and crushed him to death. Terrible. Good to see you. Love the breakfast video. Rosie the coffee looked great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just kind of pressing myself. I hate what I'm using right now. But as they always say, you use what you got. And right now, trying to do that with a 50 millimeter equivalent lens that's manual focus was quite challenging, but it's fun. But it's fun. If you didn't see Breakfast is Served, a late breakfast on the rancho, I hope that you will check that out, just goofing around a little bit and putting some breakfast together. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat wild. Well, the sweet as soda pop. I still dream about that. You saw me on that dinner with the breakfast video. Where is it located? Right here in on that diner. Right here on the rancho. I have a lot of fun. Hello, Cyanide Cupcake. You probably need some rest from all of your true crime stuff, huh? Stuff's hitting the fan. Hey, Ron, thank you for your comment and all of you guys today. That's, I hope, a preview of coming attractions hooked together with travel and things like that. Something that I enjoy tremendously. Like I said, it was very challenging with just a single lens. I had to get the guy to take the lenses back, the set I got, so I'm making do with some 30-year-old lens here. But it was a lot of fun. You can see the big rig. What the hell is that over over there? That's not the one that I shot it on. Hello, Peachy Pie. So I'd like to change it up a little bit, give you guys a little bit of surprise. But I'll tell you that that camera performed beautifully. Yeah, it was just your standard bacon and eggs, Judy, but it was a lot of fun. I'm going to turn this fan on for a minute. Bear with me. Gotta move a ton of crap out of here. There we go. And I did get back late today from my morning travels, and we'll tear into that in a couple minutes. I'm just welcoming people into the chat. Is that too loud? I do not have my little microphone on because the smartphone needs a special cable between the smartphone and a little receiving unit there. I've fallen and I can't get up. Uh-oh. Hey, Missy, how are you? Hey, Joni, what's going on? Nice to see you. Nice to see you tonight. Hope that you're doing well. How you doing, Jan? Nice to see you. Let's talk Las Vegas real quick. As it stands now, I may be taking off as early as Sunday, but more likely Wednesday will be the target. Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Prices are super low in Vegas. I don't know what the climate is. Every day I keep up on the news flow from Las Vegas. They may not be reopening Palace Station and Texas Station. They may be closing them down permanently along with the Sahara. So the hits are definitely coming in Vegas. You like hearing that fan? Hi, Noreen. What have I missed? I just started up. I was just thanking people for watching the Breakfast is Served little video this morning that I put. It's only about 2 minutes long, but it was a lot of fun to do that. So as far as I know, next week's going to be go, provided they don't shut things down. There's still a lot of death and a lot of thank you, Cheryl. I'm using the cell phone here. It's virtually impossible to use a webcam. I can adjust it till the cows come home. I can't do anything about the color profiles. They all suck, the white balance, all that kind of stuff. So, waiting for that Benadryl to kick in. So I'm pretty happy about the way the, it's just using the cell phone. Also retesting Streamlabs. They did an update to see if, I'm going to see if after an hour, if it craps out again or whatever. Because if it craps out again tonight and I go to Vegas, I'm not going to be able to use Streamlabs. I'm going to have to use the YouTube, which is okay. How you doing, Sean? Nice to see you. Mark Handler. How you doing, Mark? Mark's still still enjoying the glow of romantic entanglement down there. Very nice to see you. I'm sorry I couldn't be down there. So if you're coming in, thumbs up or appreciated. The haters will always tell you they don't like your channel, but they always show up on the chat. Say one thing and do another. How you doing, Icy Alaska? Nice to see you. What I want to accomplish, I hope I have some of the proper gear, photo, camera gear to take down with me. It remains to be seen. May or may not happen, in which case we'll be doing everything from the cell phone and probably the little GoPro. Again, Lisa, how are you? Nice to see you, Lisa. Awesome to see you tonight. Sean Quinn and that. Who the heck? It's something between my moderators on here. They like that. They like to have their own little their own little block party there. As it stands now, I'll probably still stay downtown again. Probably maybe 4 nights I'll be down this time. I do want to do today's the first day. I don't want to jinx myself in like 3 weeks that my left foot didn't even draw my attention today, so I'm feeling pretty happy about that. So that's the good news today. So everything is coming up. Everything is coming up, Rosie. I've been watching you for 4 years. Oh, thank you, Sean. I'm the furthest thing from a superstar. But I have to say, 95% of the days that I come on to YouTube, I'm a pretty happy camper when I come on, and I think that's a pretty good record. Our job on YouTube, look, there's nothing wrong with drama channels. I've always said that. I go to sleep at night, I click on some drama and things to hear some chatting. But I really see when you're like a content creator, you have like a different brief that you want to accomplish. And that is to try to be informative, entertaining with people. And that's the direction that I've been pulling over the last few weeks or so. I'm permanently tangled now. Kathy and I got married last Sunday. All right. Congratulations, Mark Handler. Isn't that great? Do, 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 do. Love is blind, but marriage is an eye-opener. Oh, so hopefully things will be picking up steam. We heard someday, nice day was 71. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we had probably about the mid-80s today. It was pretty comfortable. I got a little bit of sun. I laid out a little bit today. Had a good time. Just trying to get things planned out for next week. It depends when things are delivered. I don't want to be here when deliveries are. If I'm not here, I don't want deliveries to come here. Right? We got package snatchers that come around. Just drive around the neighborhood and try to grab packages off of front porches. I'm lucky I've got a little bit of a brick wall out there on the other side of the wheelchair ramp that provides a little bit of cover. Jay Holly, how are you tonight? You're emojiing away over there. Thumbs up, peace, hallelujah. Yeah, you got it all on there tonight. Hey Scottish, how are you? Good to see you tonight. Broadcasting here on the cell phone. Didn't like the quality and the focus last night on last night's stream, so I'm doing that. Jay Holly, good to see you. Was married. It's hard to believe anybody gets married during a pandemic, but that's a good thing. You know, did you? I don't think he did that in Vegas at the little white chapel down there. I think he probably did that back in Iowa. So I'm real happy for you, Mark. I will say in the fall it is my intention to go cross country, so hopefully on the way back I'll be able to stop in Council Bluffs, Iowa / Omaha. Test your wife's cooking. Yeah, most are divorcing, not marrying. Hi Eddie, I'm going to come to North Carolina. It's going to be part of the winter swing. There may be a chance. I don't know. And I'm not getting into the politics, but of channels and stuff like that. But I enjoy meeting people. There's a chance I might be meeting somebody in Las Vegas next week too. I know I'm going to see Monkey Boy. I know I'm going to see Mr. Z and do some hanging out with them. Lisa, I'll come. I will try my darndest to come see you. Okay? Am I coming to New England? I would like to combine that fall trip with getting across country and starting up in the Northeast. And Rosie's road trip, right, and making my way down through New Hampshire, maybe bopping over to Vermont a little bit, stopping in at Ben and Jerry's, coming down to Connecticut and Massachusetts, and right on down that. Well, I'd like to do some meetups. I mean, I'm a real-time live streamer. I'm a real-time content creator, which has its risks for sure, because you could get your butt beaten. But everybody will know real time which particular town or city I'm in for sure. So I know that's what I'm looking forward to. Asked you about when she started with the storms your way. Yeah. So meeting people. Yeah, I'm going to get to the van in a couple minutes. I just wanted to go over what the latest is for the travel. I'll probably be reiterating that a bit tomorrow. But yes, I do want to go up to. I've never been into Vermont. I've only gone through the New Hampshire Turnpike. I've spent time in Maine before, but I think that would be a really epic trip to come down the coast, starting up in Maine and then making my way. It's going to cost. Tolls are hideous up there on some of those turnpikes and things, but coming down, like I say, from Maine and then into Vermont and New Hampshire, and then I can't promise I'm going to hit every state. I'm not close to the fires. They're down south. They're about 300 miles south of me, which is a pretty good distance. So the nice thing, I'll need your help along the way. There'll be people just like the last trip that emailed me about, hey, you're going to be going through this town. I want you to check this thing out. I think that'll be something cool. Maybe you can do a live stream. There's a haunted place. I've been to Salem before and around there. It's pretty cool, but there might be second-tier things to see there that you guys could kind of make me aware of that as I'm going along. And if somebody wants to meet, and it's somebody I know from YouTube, I'm not going to meet everybody. I've had people reaching out to me that names are totally unknown to me, and it's just not going to happen. Long Island, there we go. How can I forget Long Island? We're gonna make a ride, Craig. We're gonna do a ride out to you know who's. Oh, Ina! I'm your #1 fan. I'm going to do my darndest. Now, I can't guarantee the state of the world. That's my big caveat. I don't know what the state of the world is. We're playing kind of, we'll get into Cornholio in a couple minutes, but we're playing ping pong here back and forth, right? New York cases have hit a low, but you know, there's a lot of through traffic and a lot of people go through New York, so I wouldn't be surprised to see cases rise. So yeah, food and regional cuisine. Like I went to Milwaukee and I went up to Wisconsin. I'd never had real authentic Wisconsin brats at the Brat House over the border from going up from Illinois up to Wisconsin. The beer cheese, the cheese curds, I'd never had that stuff. Once you get to my house, we're safe. We can go anywhere, anytime, and always be welcome. Thank you. Drive around to Cornholio. Exactly. And I also have to, you know, I'll probably be taking off after, I believe that Terror is going to come out in the fall too, so I want to make sure I'm around for that. And then I'll be here for a while, probably through the holidays, and then out for the winter travel on the road. You have to come to Northeast Albany. I've told you before, I love the ride up 81 there. I've been to Albany, I've been to Ausable Chasm, I've been to Hyde Park, which is beautiful. Roosevelt's place overlooking the river there, one of the greatest presidential setups and libraries and things that you will ever see. I've been to Saratoga Springs. It's stunning. So I think in fall it should be even more so. But I don't know what the state of gyms are going to be and shower facilities and things like that. The waitress acts like a brat there. As I remember, the waiter was pretty nice, but you really felt like it was in Kenosha. You really felt like you were in kind of a tourist, trappy kind of place. Whereas opposed to Milwaukee, when we went to the Brat House, and they had the sampler of 4 different brats, the hot, and that was really, it was so cheap. It was great. It was so good. But that's what travel's all about. It's fun. So a lot of you people know, a lot of you subscribers and watchers know the places to go to that are of particular interest to you, that you think would be either visually very beautiful or historically very interesting. And I'm not talking about major things, but you know, some of the second-tier history. All right, Lisa, you can make yourself at home at my house, and I'll feed you like a queen. I believe that. I'll be 10 pounds heavier coming back. Thank you, Lisa. So that's the plan as far as I can see, but I got to think about next week as the immediate thing on the channel. How you doing, Jay? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you tonight. I saw Ausable Chasm many times when I was stationed in Plattsburgh. That place just blew me away, the stunning beauty of Ausable Chasm. Rose, has there been a time you tipped a person on tip and didn't tip and it bothered you the years later? A couple of times it did that to me, regretting not being a good tipper. Let me put it this way, Brandon. I try to differentiate the service from the food. Now, if you work in a restaurant, my experience having worked in Phillips Seafood Restaurant, Pappy's Pizza and Beer in Ocean City, Maryland, my experience was, and the boss would always tell us, once I got done the short corn shucking and got promoted to the line cook at the one of the 5 kitchens there, the waiter or waitresses has the ultimate responsibility to look over things and make sure that the quality is decent. But I will tell you, in my experience, most of the time, you know, I'm still going to leave a tip. I might narrow it down to 10% so that there's like a little bit of a message sent, but that's maybe once every 3 or 4 years. Otherwise, like I was in, where the hell were we? We were in Vegas. Dee and I were in Vegas, and we went to this chicken place. And their menu was weird. It said hot, mild, regular. And, you know, but what they didn't tell you, that was in the hot menu. They had the regular part. Then they had the wall of flame, right? And I thought, oh, I'll just take the mild. Man, I took one bite of that thing. It's like to blow my balls off, man. No offense, man. I could not believe the chicken was. You couldn't even taste the chicken. It was all heat. And I felt bad because this was the low point of the restaurant experience in pandemic. There were only like one other couple dining, and I felt bad. And I asked the waitress, "Would you? I can't eat this." Turn off your horn. I'm gonna lose my shit one day around this place. Anyway, it was the wall of flame, right? And I felt bad, and because there was nobody, and they were gonna waste that food. They weren't gonna make any money off me. But she was as gracious as could be, and I looked around and I saw that there was no business, and I left a 40% tip. Me. 40% tip. One thing your server doesn't cook your food. Okay. What I do hold a server accountable for is if there's a problem and then they don't rectify that problem or cop a little bit of an attitude. But remember, right? Saw it myself. This day and age. Yeah, the sound's different. I'm not on the little Rode microphone. I'm on the cell phone tonight, but there's a special other cable you need to plug in between the Rode receiver and a smartphone. Okay, there's two cords. One's for iPhone and one's for Android, and I had the one for the Apple, the iPhone, and the other for Android. I had the one for Apple, so it should be here next week. Yeah, it should be okay. It shouldn't be too bad. So, what are you gonna do? I like hot food, but there's no pleasure in eating something that's so hot that you have no concept of what the food is that you're. It might as well have been a boiled boot for all that. Chicken sound bomb must have been Lebanese. Sorry to Chef, that's borderline, right on the red line there. Yeah, I'm visiting family small town this weekend. Today I tipped $10 cash on a $14 meal. Wow, that's kind of the way I got the fan on a little bit too, Brandon. That's kind of the way that I've felt. If I look around a restaurant and I only see one table or whatever, and the waitress looks a little down at the mouth, then I will definitely go out of my way to really expand the tip on that. Monkey Boy, how you doing, Monkey Boy? Nice to see you. I think we're go for green and the plane for jump for next week. So good to see you, Chef. Hope that you got your curtains hung up pretty good. Yeah, I do have a fan running here. If it's too loud, let me know. Lisa, we do not have AC here. I had one little portable room unit when Jen was here that I would set up to make sure that she was comfortable. But otherwise, maybe 4 or 5 nights out of 100, 120 summer days and fall days, do you ever feel like you need air conditioning? Here, I wake up in the morning, it's 55 degrees. Am I getting the RV? Is that Robert? Hey, Robert, how you doing? Yeah, you don't need the AC out here. You don't need. When you give back, when you give, you get it back. Sometimes tenfold. Or soon you have to feel like the law of nature played it. I see it over and over in life. Yeah, I hear you, Eddie. If you're dining out these days, and they've struggled with inside dining, outside dining, bars being closed. Some places were doing well. Nacho Daddy was doing good, but some places were really suffering. And if your heart's not moved in these times to just think about what you're visually seeing around the restaurant and the lack of business, a lot of places are folding shop. A lot of places. Okay, chef. I'm going through my. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the thing is, I want a home base, and I'm into this place for such a low price that I don't even. If it made a round trip again, it wouldn't bother me. Reason being is that you got to live somewhere, and I don't think maybe when I'm a little older, I want to get into a boarding house or. You imagine my daily vlogs from the boarding house. Hey, I'm first in line on that Stairmaster. Ooh. You're getting a new home base. You can cook for yourself. Wink, wink, exactly. Well, here's the deal. I need to, first and foremost, in terms of the RV, I need to thank Mr. X. Okay? Mr. X was the one that alerted me to this particular RV. I went out early this morning and took a drive and took a look at it. It's a nice unit, but the guys really, I'm in a bad time. People were snatching camper vans and people want to get out of Dodge, and this guy's like, there's no negotiating, no nothing. I called him again this afternoon. I offered him $5,000 less. But no, he didn't go for it. Let's see. Lisa says my daughter's 21. She works graveyard on half days, so the really big tippers. It's been rough. Well, I try to keep that in mind. I like traveling in my van with just a sleeping bag. Hey, Kimmy, how are you? Well, did you hear that your governor's trying to remove those real estate tax benefits? Yeah. It's look. We're going to tear into that in a minute, Brandon. You're going to like this, okay? But thank you, Mr. X, for the tip on the RV. It's really nice, but I cannot stretch my budget for that amount of money. I haven't even paid. The van will be paid off in 4 months. So I'm a tough negotiator. Yeah, little rascal stealth. What I need is the gyms to be reopened and, with full facilities, and it's all cocked up. It's all hobble-cocked. Tara says Brandon, the California governor, is the best-looking governor in history. He's a good-looking guy, but you ever notice how he talks, Tara? He's a very, I don't want to say stuttering, but he's a very halting speaker. He's not a smooth kind of talker. Good looking, I just can't stand. Yeah, the New York governor is the smartest man. There you go. You got to give Gavin Newsom credit, the governor of California. When we were the first state to go into lockdown, And we did a pretty good job of controlling numbers. But once the lockdown's over and people were mobile, that stream between Seattle, Portland, Santa Rosa, San Francisco, San Jose, Oakland, LA, San Diego. No, I don't think I'd want to be a governor of anything. Yeah, Little Rascal never breaks down. That's right. I got to get my oil changed. My oil. All you need is a Bed Bun King saying your copy off trying to steal. Yeah. We'll let that one just lay there tonight. So I'm not sure. Narce, speaking of the family, La Familia, as I said, I did talk to Narce. I guess it was last Friday, so we're just playing it by ear in terms of him possibly stopping by and spending a few days here. Hey, Teeny! They mock New York now. Look at the mockers, exactly. Trying to figure out what... Damn, Tara. The cult of oil volée. The governor of South Dakota is quite a looker. Noem is her name. I think she's quite a looker. Yeah, Proposition 13. It's good to see you. What do you have planned for your next venture? Robert! Handsome Robert in the chat. The next venture will be Las Vegas. I'm not going to travel further beyond that. I don't want to get out in the middle of nowhere. And the boss wanted me to go to Wyoming. I don't feel like driving that far to Wyoming. I just want to do a one-day travel. So hopefully I'm heading to Vegas. Hopefully I'll have my new-to-me camera gear with me, and I'll be doing a lot of increasing the quality, the blogging, the explorations and things like that. So hanging out with with Monkey Boy, he could be my official, the movie credits say transportation. I'm going to give him the keys to the van though, and he could drive me around for some shooting. Transportation. I was watching you on YouTube Zeitgeist. I don't even know what, I've never even heard of that. What the hell is YouTube Zeitgeist? Yeah, the next road adventure. Yeah, he's my key grip. He's my best boy, right? And since I'm older than him. Good to see you. Yeah, we're doing okay. I hope you and your mom are doing good. Good. I have not heard anything from D. My best guess is D just wanted to take some downtime. He has a court date in California here later in August. It will be incumbent on him to follow through with the things that he needs to do. If he doesn't, then that'll put a different complexion on things in our relationship for sure. But as it stands right now, that's the situation there. So I thought about how it sounded when I said you could stay. I promise. No, I'm not, Lisa. I'm not thinking that you were. I'm gentle. Lock that door. It was very nice. It was very nice, Lisa. Lisa, I'll forward you some of the daily messages I get that are much more creepy about who I can go and who I can see. So that is the travel plan on there. No, I'm not, Lisa. It's fine, honey. I'm the old bat. I'm just living life, right? I just play at it. Jeffrey, what fun things do you like to do in Vegas? I like to do some street streaming. Is enjoyable. Mr. Z's down for that. I like to go to the cemetery for the Black Widow hunting. I like to shoot set videos, cinematic pieces, and things like that. I want to become much more focused in that now. And find particular locations where I don't have to lug 60 pounds 2 miles along with me. Tell him to get a new tire for that bike. Yeah, he knew that leaving here. He definitely knew that. Yes, Chuchin. No, I'm not gonna. I couldn't buy the RV. The guy didn't budge. The guy wouldn't even move on the price. High watch. Let's go on unkept hair gorilla. Yeah, I'm here to make you guys happy. So I enjoy that. I want to do much more. I want to do more food vlogging this time. I'm gonna push myself to get outside of just walking distance of downtown. Hopefully I'll see Vegas Fiction down there. We might have a special guest too. I'm not going to tell you who it is. It's like a early 2000. It was a road trek. So I'm so glad. No, Lisa, it's fine. And then this winter, I plan to do like a snow travel event, like go to Colorado or something, up in the mountains for a week or two and hang out. Maybe in Utah and Park City, something like that. And do some winter stuff, and then hopefully go on to Hawaii. Hey, Alex. Eddie says, Rosie, you have to go visit Rick and Chumley. Only one time, and I've probably been, how many times have I stopped at the Pawn Star store in the last 22 years? 10 times? 12 times? Only one time in 2012 with the Boss and Janet, December of 2012, just before I started my YouTube channel. We went, the Boss, Janet, myself and Bobby, we went to the Pawn Stars store, and Janet saw the old man in the parking lot. That's as close as I'm a good skier, Craig. I'm a good skier. Don't go visit the old man for a few years. It's boring. Okay? The fun thing of going into Pawn Stars is seeing the people, not the tours, but seeing the people that work there. I like to kind of look at their faces and get their reaction. You know, when I'm live streaming, I like to go to the night window and look in. Thank you, Kimmy. Have a couple great nights. Yes, Colorado Center. I'm only a couple hours away. I've been through Colorado. Yeah, when he saw Janet, it was time to hang it up and call Ed quits. Maybe we could find his grave site. Yeah, he to me really made the show. He was like the real the real spice of things. But it's like the show just let me call somebody and get them down. You know, it's all like a hokey bunch of crap. And no pawn. Let me tell you, I pawned things December of 2018. I pawned the computer. I pawned stuff all of my life. Okay, ain't no pawn shop that nice and friendly. You know, I'm Chumley. Okay, good night, Sugar Cane. Much love to you. Miss the old man. I guess he was back on again. I was watching. I'm more interested in the real aspects of pawn. I want to see the people that come in, like, what was the one in Michigan, the one in Detroit, hardcore pawn. Help me out. Place of Palm. Oh, I know Palm Mortuary. We went in there. That's where all the lights are. Um, what was the name of that show with Les? It was a Jewish family that ran a pawn shop in Detroit, and let me tell you, they were tough as nails. The daughter, the son, and the father, hardcore pawn. That's much more realistic. You what the fuck? You giving? Are you out your mother fucking mind? $300 for these? Are you kidding me? I want to see real pawn. I don't want to see a collector show. If I want to see that, I can put on Antiques Roadshow or whatever the hell it is on the PBS that they do. Hi, Cindy. It's not on. Okay. You have to be tough to run a pawn shop. I never knew anybody kind in a pawn shop, right? Hardcore pawn was fake as the people were actors. It's like they were rehearsing. Like, well, it's all that way. Look, if you want to be at a pawn shop, 95% of the traffic is going to be routine. You'll have some people bitching. I need another week. I need another, there'll be people, I'm sorry, you got the ticket, you know the terms, that's the way it goes, I can't. Otherwise, it's really boring, right? You want to see people coming in and looking at skill saws and sawzalls and tools. Yeah, they're all, but it's a lot, I'd rather see people kicking ass in a place doing that, so. Oh, the ones around you are run by younger people. They have no clue. Pawn shops have been a reality of my life since college in Baltimore. Some are good, some are bad. Sometimes you think, well, if I might little gift of gab, a little bit of the blarney, I might be able to get a little more on this or not. But most of them are really hard-boiled characters. I like to go to the auctions that sell older things found in pawn shops. Yeah. I enjoyed it in its time. I enjoyed visiting Pawn Star store, but it was small. Right? It was very narrow. You could probably almost touch the two showcases on each side of the place. Reality shows that are the most real intervention America, 600 pound. They even said American Pickers. Not to be confused with my nose picking video. Thanks, Norbecker. Making me famous, one person at a time. But they even said American Pickers is a little, that too. I mean, you cannot dig all that stuff out unless somebody's doing a lot of R&D. Right? Didn't they say American Pickers is like kind of trumped up a little bit too on there with some BS? Yeah, intervention, you can't take that. Yeah, was that the one with Dr. Norsay or whatever? All the shows has pickers go in first, right? I mean, people call in with a tip, they might get a finder's fee or something like that. I stopped watching reality TV when I found YouTube. I'll go on a little binge watch of American Pickers or something like that. But then they got real corporate. They got their big place in Tennessee or whatever, and it's just not the same. When success hits people, it's the whole dynamic of the show begins to change. So I'll bet the Detroit store is big. I regret I didn't pop in there when I was in Detroit. I would have loved to have seen that. Deadliest Catch is good. YouTube isn't all that real, but it's not all that fake yet. I go for YouTube mainly for information. I don't really watch. What would I call them? Conspiracy channels and things. I go for information. Now the reason I like Deadliest Catch is for all the risk that you see on the deck, all the guys sliding, getting those big 500-pound cages and the balls and things on the deck, and shit's flying around, and the boat's going down and up. The thing to bear in mind when all that's going on, there's somebody with their back they're facing them with their back going on, running cameras and things. You gotta really, I'm always thinking about the camera people now and how they're freezing up, and they're going, you see the boat going down and then up. Very good production quality on that show. Yeah, trashy drama on the bottom of YouTube. Being a camera trying to hold your balance. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. To be out on one of those boats and then to just have to hold, with gimbals and everything else to try to get a good steady shot. And hell, you might die on one of those. Boats. Oh, thank you. Moonstone says, just saw your breakfast video, loved it. Thank you, honey. I'm just shoot, edit, repeat. Shoot, edit, repeat. Any chance I have to try out an old lens or something, I'm going to take the opportunity to try to put something together. No, I'm not making coffee commercials. Can you imagine what dizzy spells? Oh my God, yeah. I do okay on boats. I've been out on very rough seas in November on the Pacific. And thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good for, a half hour of 15 minutes of setup, half hour of cooking, and then an hour of editing. I love doing that stuff, and you can see the quality of the lens, the 4K, and even the slow motion isn't jittery anymore because I'm shooting 4K 60 frames per second, and then I can slow that down in post a lot and have that silky smoothness I love. But I'm not getting into all that crap. I'm not getting into all that, but I might branch out and also start just a separate filmmaking and cinematography channel. Now, Cheryl said Malin Ray's Deadliest Catch, that Daddy 38. It was in the Vulture. A crab fisherman appeared on the dies of a heart attack at 38. Wow. I saw something like that. I wonder, Cheryl, if there was, I hate to say it. You know what I'm going to say, Cheryl. Thank you, Moonstone. I'm a rank amateur with that, but that's what makes it great. If you don't know anything, every day you're learning something new. And I love that. That's what I liked Martin Scorsese. They interviewed him a couple months ago, and the greatest living director. And he said, "What?" He said, I feel like I'm still in school every day. Yeah, there's a lot to discover with the camera. Mood, lighting. I'm finally getting into lighting and setting better scenes. Is it true that parking a vehicle on a hill all the time will damage the transmission? It's, unless you have your parking brake on and you're putting pressure on the drive train on that, and that's the thing that I think is most damaging. You're putting back pressure on the transmission and things because you are in a park mode, so there are forces at work. But these days I don't think they do. His wife Heather said that he was cremated, his ashes were spread in the Bering Sea. Well, that's what I'm saying, Cheryl. I think at age 38, if you have any kind of heart thing or something like that, and I'm not gonna criticize the guy, but I would not be surprised if there was some involvement with possibly recreational drug use or something like that, because it's a very high stress. And let's face it, those guys walk off that boat 6 weeks with what, 20 to 40,000 bucks in their pocket. That's a nice bunch of scratch. Yeah, young folks with handfuls of money. Exactly. Yep, Eddie, they got 8K TVs. They got the Red Dragons, the 8K, the Komodo, the 8K cameras. I was watching them at 40,000 bucks, man. $40,000. 8K, what they use to do a lot of IMAX movies. Super huge sensor inside of it. Rosebud, Northern Memphis is a park call which locks the train. Yes, but put the just good practice. In San Francisco, you get a ticket if you're parked against the curb on a hill and you don't turn your wheels in. So things do happen. Yeah, they got 8K TVs. I saw that Blackmagic has brought out a camera that shoots 12K raw. Very wide dynamic range, and it's a $10,000 camera. Alaska did, according to Alaska Fish, Cheryl says, according to the Alaska fishing deckhands on the desert, king crab industry can earn and make as much as $15,000 a month in salary. Yeah, so they're walking off those boats with, depending how their luck is, 20 to 40, 45,000 bucks. Yep, it's too rich for my blood. It comes down, deckhands, meaning you make between 20 and 50,000 as a deckhand. Yeah, you're 3 months, and then you'll always get hired if you're good. If you show up, you know every captain, right? If you're good, word gets around, and you got a job. But you can die out there. Right? You could definitely die out there. Yeah, they work hard. They're expected, and if you're just sick or something, they're not going to go back to port. They're not going to take you back, plus residuals. New York needs you. All right, here's our next topic tonight. You know, I read the Daily Mail, I read the New York Daily News, I read a lot of papers. Besides Vegas. And I came into, where the hell is that? The Guardian? Where in the hell that is? Man, I can't believe that Bob Lebanon looks like a movie set of a horrific thing. Trying to see where in the hell that thing is. Oh, here it is. All right, this was reported at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Cuomo begs wealthy New Yorkers to come back to save the city and pleads, "I'll buy you a drink," as he fights off calls to raise their taxes. This is the thing that blew me away. 400, see, now the cell phone chat has stopped. Here we go again, but thank God I've got the screen on here and it's the computer's still showing it here. Listen to this. Almost 500,000 of the city's wealthiest residents have fled the city, and maybe, Craig, you've seen evidence of that out in Long Island out there, of people fleeing out there. Yeah, thumbs up or yeah, let's get up to 100 thumbs tonight, guys. We got 160 people in here. Now there are calls for higher taxes on the super wealthy to offset the $30 billion deficit New York is facing. We have a $50 billion one here in California. And this said their exodus was cemented when rioting and looting tore through the city in June. A lot of people punched their tickets. Okay, now he doesn't want to raise taxes, and this is the thing. Crime is up in New York City, 286% in robberies on the Upper East Side alone. That's the real posh area, the Upper East Side. Shootings have gone up, and the number of arrests have been cut in half, and the NYPD lost $1 billion from its budget. But here's the thing that really blew me away. I mean, they're desperate. He knows they're screwed. Trying to see what this, trying to find that thing. The hell is that? Talking about the virus, ping ponging people, trash isn't being picked up. People are shooting up on the streets and stuff. There was a really interesting statistic on here. Yeah, so that area, the Upper East Side, in all of 2019, they only had 4 armed robberies. They've already got 14 so far this year. And the average income is $322,000 up there. What the hell is that? Nobody wants, people, they can work remotely now, and they're talking about a lot of the big brokerage and investment banking houses are talking about leaving New York. It was very predictable. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Cuomo's resisting the idea of more taxes on the wealthy. According to him, that if you put that tax in, it'll send more people running, and he says that's 1%. 1% of New York's population pays half of the state's taxes. And he says they're the most mobile people on the globe. Very true. This is called being between a rock and a hard place. Let that sink in. 1% of the population of New York State pays 50% of the taxes paid in. What the hell is wrong with this picture? Damn. Hey, mobile mechanic. Hey, mobile mechanic. Good to see you. So, think about that. That blew me away. 1%. Pond say hi, Mod. I can't stay because BB22 started 5 by live. Oh, okay. No problem, Jackie Blue. Thanks for popping by. They make 90% of the total gross input, but isn't that, how in the hell can taxes be that skewed? I don't think California is that, I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I'm just saying, wow, 1% of the people pay half the taxes. Hey, Kit and Cat, I would not send my kid to school in New York. I don't think a lot of people will reach that conclusion. You got undergraduates that are now gone to court, like one suing NYU, New York University, because he got a degraded educational experience last year. And you know what? He's probably going to collect out of that too. So, New York cops are quitting by exactly. Cops, who would want to be a middle class? I'm middle class, and if I told you how much I'm paying tax, you told me, hey Ravens, how you doing, beautiful? You told us that you paid like multiple 5 figures in taxes a year. I hear you, honey. Honest, rich people pay taxes, not many of them. I know a lot of poor people don't pay taxes either. We certainly know that on the Boyd, right? It's nothing to do with how rich you are. It's whether you believe that you owe anything to support this nation or not. Yeah, you told me tens of thousands. I know. Wow. when you pay that, do you think you to yourself, wow, that one made a nice chunk of a really nice Mercedes Benz? How little corporations most have an effective tax rate of negative. Yeah, I almost I hear you, honey. I'm sorry, I got stuck paying some capital gain. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world, Kit Kat. Capital gains means that you made some right choices in life, and we've sure as hell seen precious metals gone through the roof. I think silver was up another dollar an ounce. See, you know whose tax returns? Yeah. Let me see. Let me check the metals prices tonight. We have gold is $2,056 an ounce, and silver is $27.10 an ounce. That's probably the September contract that they're quoting there. But that thing's had a hell of a rocket ride. Woo! Thing's had a hell of a rocket ride. Oh, thank you, Raven. So good to see you. Are you married, honey, or are you still engaged? 10%. That's what I had in Hong Kong. Just this is what you got paid. Here's your 10% bill, and we give you 13 months pay for 12 months of work. That basically covers your tax bill. They won't have that anymore. Oh my God, Lisa. Sorry. You know how much tax the government loses that they put at exactly, Chef. We hadn't had a pandemic in 100 years, and we were in wartime the last time. We didn't have any game plan for how to effectively deal with this thing, and it showed. So we'll see tomorrow. Another week. First-time claims for unemployment Thursday mornings. They were still running around 1.4 million a week compared to what the peak highest in the last the Great Recession was 265,000. So we're still running about 6 times as high on that. Yeah. So taxes. Hey, Gypsy Mom, how are you? Should I pawn or sell my gold? Just peace, not no, I wouldn't sell your gold. Did wait until the last month to pay the tax. Kit and Kat, you're so pragmatic. I did wait until the last moment to pay that tax bill in case the government collapsed beforehand. Good Lord. You're so pragmatic, Kit and Kat. I love that. Well, Janet, I said before, if Biden gets elected and Democrats are in Congress, I would say universal health coverage will almost be a guarantee. But it's a question of who will end up paying for it, because in this situation, as tenuous as the economy is, the more you raise taxes now, the more of a dampening effect, the more people are going to be kicked out of work. So you have to be very careful about that. Hey, how you doing, PB and John? It's being prepared like not. I know that seems so crazy. Chef says it seems so crazy. But isn't being prepared for a pandemic like? Yeah, but. The CDC was effectively out of the picture. You never even heard about that. The Centers for Disease Control. Just this guy Fauci from the National Institute of Health or something. It's like, where in the hell was all the planning, right? When I'm bankrupt and get, yeah, I hope not, Brandon. There's actually a philosophy project. Well, I am. I believe in utilitarianism. It was one of my favorite, Jeremy Bentham and the Utilitarians of philosophy. I like that. I like pragmatism. Jeff Bezos should pay for it. Why should he pay for it? As long as he pays his fair share of taxes, why should we start taxing successful people, right? We should tax more out of failures in life than people that actually did something that made themselves a fortune. That's a good way to kill creative entrepreneurship in this country. Doesn't the government just print more money? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, GTB. It's the ultimate. You tell me another way out. You tell me another way out. Besides the old printing press. There ain't no other way out. You inflate that debt until it's worthless, and you bankrupt everybody in the process of it. So nobody has too much money. It's not our right to decide who has too much money. It's not our call. We're not the morals police. We're a government here. Okay. Money's only a measure to me of how productive your ideas were in life and things, unless you inherited it all. So I'm not one to point dirty fingers at people that succeed in life. They're the ones that build an economy. Until they pass the bill, and then you got a 30-day vacation. Must be nice. What about that, Eddie? Would you like a 30-day vacation? Socialized medicine. I think it'll be two-tier. People that want to have their private networks will still have them. Corporations will still offer that type. There'll still be private doctors and things. It'll be a two-tiered system. I could say I'd like to get out from under my, $1,160 a month medical insurance bill. But if it's going to be at the cost of really effing things up, I'd love to be up. Good night, Dave. Good night. Anyway, just pay your fair share. Just pay what you owe. That's what I say. Don't. We should have. If we're going to say that, then George Soros should pay the bill, right? He never really did anything productive except traded currencies. At least Jeff Bezos had a legitimate business idea. Big companies provide medical for employees. Big companies fire unhealthy employees. Know about Prop 13 talking about. Prop 13 was put in the 1970s in California, and what it basically did, can't remember the guy's name, but they got tired of people being pushed out of their homes because of rising property prices in California. Old people couldn't pay the real estate, the property taxes every year, so they would be booted. They'd lose their homes, and developers would come in and buy up the housing and things. So Howard Jarvis, thank you. Howard Jarvis was the one that said this is not right. And in California, we have the ballot initiative, which is pretty easy to put something on the ballot. And he put a ballot measure on that said your property taxes will be limited to 1% of your purchase price per year. It cannot go up any more than, I don't know whether it's 2% or something like that annually, plus whatever library bonds or junior college bonds or whatever else, elementary school bonds. And that's been enforced for 50 years, 40 years, 40-some years now. And it's kept a lot of people in their homes. But now, the democratically controlled state here in California, the state legislature, I think they're sniffing around trying to think where they're going to get some more money. Well, maybe you have to start cutting some pensions and things like that, so that retired sheriffs and things don't make $200,000 a year on pension. How about that? Is there another? How you doing, Jake? Oh, thank you. Holiday says just watch the breakfast video. Very well put together. Keep it up. Thank you. I did see your video today, Kit Kat. I did see that video. It's very sad. It's very telling. I just keep a low profile on that. I don't want to be involved in that. It's just I'm not going to say anything more, but it just speaks for itself. So, absent me as content, what would he possibly talk about? It's the most boring person on planet Earth. So, Howard Jarvis and Paul Gann were the most vocal and visible advocates of Prop 13, People's Initiative to limit property taxation. Builds a neighborhood 30 miles of farmer's land and is forced to sell. That's it, Chef. Yeah, I definitely saw it. I just don't comment. I don't want to stick my head up like a whack-a-mole game, but it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. Yeah, retired California workers make more being retired than working. I don't hear anybody say up their taxes and things. It's ridiculous. You pick the biggest obvious target, but you leave out the George Soroses and behind-the-scenes string pullers out there. Bring them all in, man. Bring them all in. Fair and balanced. That's what I am. Fair and balanced. So, it's the wrong time though to try to shake more taxes out of people. That's the reality of today's economy. So, Brandon, to finish Prop 13, do I think that people would approve that? You could probably say Democrats that are renters and not homeowners and would probably vote for, and homeowners and other people would vote against, things like that. So I sound like Fox News. I report, you decide. You serve as a member, and 6 years get a full pop golden parachute. Yeah, not all of them are thieves, exactly. I try to bring balance to things. Told that the Dems have a supermajority. Yeah, but they can't pass it. It's got to be put on a referendum. It's got to be put out to the people. Got to be put out to the people. Yep, I'm reporting. And if it does, it does. It'll just hasten the exodus out of California, and you'll be left with a hollowed out state, just like New York starting to become hollowed out. If that's people can't think ahead down the line of what the consequence. They only think that you're going to pay more money. There'll be more money for the state, but what they fail to realize is there'll be more people laid off, and there will be more economic pain. It'll be a spiral of lower taxes, not higher taxes. So, garden's doing good. My garden, I should do an update. I lost a pumpkin. Had 2 little baby pumpkins. One had a miscarriage out there, so that one's gone. So, have to do that. Rock YouTube News at 8. Yeah, state by state will become state rad. My thought is if people get their wish, then blue states will be run into the ground, and it'll just be people just leaving those places in droves. So I don't know. What's everyone's favorite cake flavor? I like a good, when it's made right, I like a good red velvet, or I like a good devil's food cake. I like that, a good chocolate, good yellow cake with a good chocolate icing. Pumpkin lives matter. Yes, they do. Red velvet is great. That red velvet was so good. Yellow cake with chocolate frosting. There's Mari. There's one I like. Yeah. Oh, you're the weirdo that hates chocolate, huh? Lemon on lemon or strawberry? Jen, I'm with lemon is, ah, lemon. Lemon. Ah, what a flavor. I'm swooning. I love lemon so much. A lot of pumpkins will be unhappy when Halloween is canceled. Janet, do you think we got a chance of having Halloween this year? Do you think we got a shot? You think we got a shot of doing Halloween? Good night, Icy. Hanging out with Sonny's bro. Okay, really good. Happy birthday to him, Icy. Lemon pie. Lemon is amazing. I'm going to have to go throw one of these 2-year-old things into the microwave. Stand by, guys. This should be epic. It's what's for dinner tonight. What's his sell-by date? November of... Is that 2016 or 18? I don't know. 21st of November 2018. So that's not too bad. All right. All right, let's give it a whirl. I'm just going to pop this. Let's see. This says microwave oven. Lift the lid to vent. Do not fully cook on high for 2 minutes. Stir and then 1.5 minutes. Okay. Let's see if I can burn the living hell out of myself on this thing. I'll be right back, guys. Lift the vent. Lift. The vent doesn't even come up with the damn thing. The hell? Well, this better smell it first. Hold on. Smells neutral, you know. I'm not going to say it smells good, but I'm not going to say it smells bad. Okay. Now I got to turn it over. What was it? I forget stuff. 2 minutes on high, then stir it, and then 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. So I'll see you guys in about, let's throw this baby in here. Do Trump do 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 la da 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 do 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 la 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 do la ba 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 do do. All right, freezer burn. We're going to see what it tastes like, that's for sure. My Dollar Tree moved up to next to the grocery store, so it's not as convenient. And it actually shifted a lot of the homeless up to that location too. So I don't know. This is just a cell phone, Cobra John. I give up on using a webcam. Just sucks. What cartoon character am I closest to? Right, Chumley, Tennessee Tuxedo. You can see how shrimpy I am. All right, it's the sound of the bell. The rice is hard as a rock. Like a good burn sitting here. Flavor you crave, value you love. Let's see if we got our dollars worth out of this baby. Sit that over there. Be damn careful opening this thing. Oh. This really looks like shit. God. Whoa. Doesn't look too bad. Huh? Steaming up nicely. All right. All right, let's go ahead. This'll be some mighty fine. Yeah, we're gonna try it. I'm sure the sodium level's off the chart on this thing. Let's try a bite of this. It's like the rice is really hard, you know, it's like really, really hard. Let me try a piece of the chicken, if I can find it. Piece of the chicken there. The chicken is a little flubbery, but I don't know. We need something to spike this up. I think we do need a little bit of soy sauce there. Right now, I'd say it tastes pretty shitty. Let me spike it up a bit. Nothing that a little Lee Kung Kee from Hong Kong can't spice up a little bit, right? Try the Hong Kong right there. Actually, that's made in Guangdong. I think I was at the factory before over there. All right. Make sure it's hot. I don't know, the chicken tastes really suspect. I don't know. I don't think it'll kill me, right? I guess the rice couldn't survive the freezer or something. I don't know. I hope I can answer the bell tomorrow morning. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth $1 though. You know, it's not a hell of a lot. But a buck is a buck, right? That's a lot of calories, so it must have a crap load of oil on it or something like that, right? Whoa. Yes, I'll sample your cooking, Martha. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if this is, I don't know, I don't know if it's freezer burn. Oh, they're good in a pinch. You don't think like 2 years old shouldn't be like when I go to eat the hot dogs, we're talking about 6 years old on that crap, right? Joni, I'm not much of an ice cream eater, but I've had some gamey ice cream before. What was that thing they did with the Walmart ice cream? It sat on the counter for like 6 days and it didn't melt or something. Yeah, there were all kind. I don't know whether it should have crystals on it or not. I just pulled up the lid. The chicken's got a little bit of a wang to it. I can't quite identify what it is, but it definitely has a little bit of a little wang to it, like a little trail to it. I don't know exactly what it is. Crystal Pepsi or New Coke. Cheryl, you almost made me choke my chicken. I don't know what it is. It's like maybe it's the carrots or something that degraded. I'm wolfing it because I didn't eat anything since breakfast, and I just noticed it's like almost 9:30 here. Oh. Vanilla Rain, don't tell me that. Walmart gave that to the homeless shelters. All cold foods did become warm. I'll just have one more bite, but I need to get a fully loaded job here. Hold on. Hey, Milk, thank you. All right, one more. I gotta eat something tonight. It's not like there's anything in the freezer. All right. It's just, whoa. It's just got some, it's got some wang to it. I don't know. Tomorrow night we'll have to try the Asian stir fry. Oh, that might not have been a good idea. I don't know. Damn. We'll see if my guts guts get a little grumbly. Things are okay on the rancho. Yeah, this is why I know, Missy. I'd like to eat down on stuff that I have in there. I really want to test those hot dogs out. Those Farmer John hot dogs. They were 89 cents at the time. So no, I don't need a pizza or anything. We're good. I'm all good. It's a good idea buying that top. Bad idea eating that meal. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if there's no morning vid, you'll know why. That company don't like their pot with that bestest fettuccine Alfredo. I don't think I got one of them, Kit and Kat. But probably the flavor was like a little freezer burn or something, like the ice crystals on it. So the rice never got soft. It was like very, very hard. It was tough eating. Chorizo time. Hot dogs, we just cook them in hot water, makes them like New York dirty water franks. There we go. My haters are out there praying tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day I don't punch the clock since November of 2013, right? It's age chicken. Not everything gets better with age. I used to live with a in the house there with this pesticide. Yeah. Just say no to meat paste. But I think it'll be very interesting to just smell them, see what the hot dogs are like. I mean, it's like the lowest of the low to begin with. And now you're taking it. Uh-oh. Now you're taking it down a notch even below that with 6 years old. I don't know if it can kill me or not. Yeah, I hope I'm not hugging the toilet. Worst thing could happen is you get the poops up by a frozen meal with, but I rarely ever eat the really Kit Kat. You'll pull out the meat part of it, huh? It's probably psychosomatic. Like if I think it's backing up on me, or it's probably because I'm just like, if I'm cross-eyed tomorrow or whatever, if that food comes back up. Jen, I love you, honey. I love you. Chicken butts and beaks don't taste so well fresh. Thaw the ice cream and refreeze it. God knows what goes on in some store. I mean, I was checking out last week and I get the little 8-packs of the Yoplait Light. I like the blueberry and strawberry packs, and they expired July 20th or something. And I said, do I get a discount on this because this is still on the shelf back there? She's like, honey, this stuff just gets better with age. They don't even refrigerate this stuff in Europe, and they're eating this crap, and they're living to 120 years old. Okay, throw it in the cart. It's good. Sounds good to me. Looking a little green already. Yeah, because the rest can be good, so I just ignore the meat, beef tips, or pot roasting and some. Okay, yeah. Oh, how you doing, Karen? Over in the UK, just get a couple Nighthawks, enough sodium. You only need one a week. That's it. Only beef can. I would think that chicken, that obviously didn't hold up well to the freezing there. But we got some goodies in there for sure. So if you eat balut, that is not going to phase you. No, I had balut in the Philippines. I had that. I'm going to ask you for your beauty tip, but I was eat expired food. I'm happy being. I don't. I'm the last person for beauty secrets. I'm really happy about the way that the way I look, but as far as beauty secrets, I could use a lot. Good, Jay. I'm a grab and go. I don't take a lot of time to sit there and do all that. Balut is it's an embryonic egg that's fertilized and it's partially becomes a baby chick. Oh, thank you, Mary. That's sweet of you. Thank you. I like octopus. I like squid, the little baby orange ones you see in Chinese markets are delicious. I like calamari. Anything to do with them. Whoa. Where'd that come from? Duck balut, yeah, it's the real deal. It's the real deal. I don't think I would eat it again. But if if you don't try things, we found hot dogs on the inner side of the checkout lane that fell. They were purple. Oh, oh man, Jen, that is so gross. The package became a bubble. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be all right. All right, the big scratch when you swallow. God, Jen, come on, you're killing me tonight. Balloon, a fertilized developing egg embryo, is boiled and eaten from the shell. It's commonly sold as street food in the Philippines and other parts of Asia. Shimmy, 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 yes, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Oh, that is so gross. Yeah, go and look at how hot dogs are made. A lot of hot dogs, the majority of them. Everything from the rooter to the tutor, as the boss says, goes in. But there's some places that manufacture to a very high quality. A lot of people only buy kosher hot dogs and things because of the strict standards they use for meat selections. Cut off UPC symbols off of spoiled hot dogs at the grocery store. God, Jacob, I'm surprised Mike Rowe didn't put that on dirtiest jobs, right? He got it where it looked like he stuck a pack of hot dogs. Damn, chef. God, I got to get my camera going into your kitchen. We're going to do the full-on cinematic hot dog neck experience. Let me get the wash this down. Woo. All right. One or two little populares. Good night, Teeny. I need to. Cheryl. Did I not make a carrot cake recently? I thought I did. Potty meat in occasion. Did I not make a carrot cake? I gotta really watch. I can't, like I ate the whole damn apple pie before and all that, so. I don't think the sound should be lagging on this cell phone. I think I got the YouTube side muted, I think, right? Yeah, I think I made a carrot cake and it came out good. Okay, let me make sure sometimes we get a little out of synchronization here. Let me check something here. Yeah, I got the YouTube side muted, so I don't know. Hey, we're only 8 away from 100 up. Could we hit those thumbs up and see if we can get over the 100 tonight? Oh, an Apple issue this evening. Okay. I'm not sure what to make on Friday. Can you get fake carrots? I've been pulling carrots out of my own garden. Some of them have been that long. It's been like the easiest thing to take care of. It's been unbelievable. I'll be doing a garden update. There's not much to show hanging. I've been harvesting the hell out of that okra and what I thought was watermelons is actually cantaloupes out there. Pumpkin cheesecake. Hey, Jelly Bean. Hey, we went over the top. Thank you. Okay, so it's on Apple devices. Okay. What would be a good summertime? Lemons aren't in season. I don't want to use my eating plums for baking. Trying to think. I don't want to do anything frozen or things like that. I don't know. No, they're cantaloupe out there. Yeah, I made a strawberry. We don't really get key limes here. I'm gonna have to think about that. I might make I always like coconut cream pie, but I've made them a lot. How about a chocolate cream pie? How would that be? How would that be? Yeah, use what's in season. Vinegar pie. Yeah, how about a coffee cake? I think I'll make a crumb top. I think I'll get some pecans and do a pecan coffee cake. I think that would be really good. Yeah. Pecan coffee cake. Yeah. That'll be close enough, Cobra John, to a pecan pie. Yeah, I'm not buffering. I think I'm getting good signal off of the Galaxy S10 here. So, buttermilk pie. Yeah, Lisa, maybe can you refrigerate a buttermilk pie? I never made one before. No using outdated cream. Chocolate meringue pie. That's a good one. What do you guys think about what do you think about that? Strawberry shortcake's a little intense to make on the dead string, but I don't really enjoy strawberry shortcake too much. How about a buttermilk pie? Hot dog strudel or something. Hey, Ninth Element, how you doing? How about that? I think a buttermilk pie. Now, it tastes good. Is it a refrigerator pie? Is it a baked pie? Is it a custard? Is it a custard type of pie? Okay. Half a cantaloupe with a big... Oh, that sounds good. This thing's backing up on me right now, I'm telling you. This thing's not going to go down easy. Preheat oven, beat eggs until frothy, add butter, sugar, flour, beat and stir in buttermilk, vanilla butter. That sounds pretty good. We'd have to pour into a pie shell, so could be a possibility. Buttermilk, egg custards. Okay, buttermilk pie it's going to be. I'm probably going to get a pre-baked shell just to make it a little, I don't know, maybe we'll go for the whole Monty. Mary said, my mouth has been watering since the rock hard rice and rubber chicken. There you go. Yeah, I got the best mods on planet Earth here. Yeah, Cheryl and Missy and Jen are they're astounding when they're here a lot and they're astounding. What does pecan taste like? Pecan is a very luscious, very fatty, delicious. My favorite ice cream is butter pecan. It's luxurious. It does obviously a nutty flavor, but it's delicious. Pecan is unbelievable. Butter pecan or pecan ice cream is so darn good. And then I discovered the joys of salted caramel. That's pretty good too. Just bake some Pepperidge Farm apple turnovers, because Pepperidge Farm remembers, right? If you can find it in Cali, get the whole buttermilk. It's going to be really hard to find. I might have to go to a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods to get that. To get the whole buttermilk. Yeah, thumbs up for the mods. Yeah, usually I tip out my mods, but I bought some camera gear. I invested in the channel this month, but I'll make it up to you guys. Betty Crocker and I go way back. Salted Coca-Cola is really good too. Wow. Wow. Okay, Lisa, it'll be worth the trip. We're going to call it Lisa Sweat's Buttermilk Pie. That's exactly what we're going to do. And Lisa, if you have a recipe, just send it to me. I can make it like new at gmail.com, and we'll let it rip. Toward me. Okay, if you have your daddy's recipe, send that mofo along. Lemon lime soda apple dumplings. Man, Golden State, you really come up with some interesting things. Huh? I can make it like new at gmail.com. It's on my about page. It was a ladybird. Yeah, I have Pepto-Bismol. It just won't go down. It's just kind of bouncing down there. Now, before you predict my demise, remember, I lived 5 years in China over there, a place that have no refrigeration and things, meat hanging outside every day of the, okay, I mean, I never got sick or just bring it on. You got to see yourself. Oh, okay. Crust of choice, 3 large eggs, 1 cup plus granulated sugar, 3 tablespoons, half cup unsalted buttermilk, 3/4 cup. Now that's calling for low-fat buttermilk. But sure, I'm going to need to scale up to a bigger recipe for a 10-inch pie plate. Trying to make me start gagging. Now my ear's itching. Patricia, I love that. Would a beer help neutralize the bat soup? Chinese don't eat bat soup. That's down in the down in Indonesia, in the islands down there. Yeah, my impatient eye roll. That's it. Bat soup. The hell, I mean, I don't know. If you cook it and it's cooked, you should be able to eat anything, right? Hey Enrique, how are you? That camera looks pretty cool back there now. The only thing it's missing is my Ukrainian lens. I'm still waiting for my $40 yen lens from the Ukraine to show up. God knows when that'll be coming. Meat hanging in the wind. But everything was always butchered fresh that morning. And usually by noon, everything was gone. And most of it would go into the restaurants, and it would be barbecued and hanging on the hook, all delicious. May help squeeze some toothpaste. I think I'm going to be okay. Why aren't there no horses in China? They are. They're out in the western part, Xinjiang. There's a lot of horses out in western China. Sell your fruit on Craigslist. I've given most of it away. I've had people come in and do pickings. I managed to get 10 of the elephant heart plums. I'll show you one of them tomorrow. They're really, really special. Really, really special. You know that if your meal should give you itchy, yeah, I think it is. My ear's itchy. Somebody called 911. Oh, you enjoy the old school tech videos? Thank you, Michael. I just did a review, a showcase of the Fisher KM60 tube tuner. Did that a few days ago. You may enjoy that. So, send a sweet potato cod recipe that people pay me for. I have a 10-inch pie plate. I don't want to buy another. It's like a stand. Some pies are 8-inch. I have like a 9.5 pie. So, sweet dreams, Jen. Take care. I'm gonna go till I'm gonna go about 4 or 5 more minutes and then pack it. I don't go beyond 2 hours. I like that, Mary. Don't trust any toots tonight. There might be sharks, right? Those shorts are too nice. Oh, Mary, you're a hoot. You ever work on a Technics SAT? I did a video early on one of the first video restorations I did was a Technics, and then I sold it. Just an incredible. Technics is just incredible, but they're brutal to work on. Most of what I work on is not solid state, it's tube equipment. Blueberry bread and banana bread. Alex, send a blueberry bread recipe. I'm not much on banana bread. Okay, Jen, thank you. Hello, Thomas. PBJ at midnight. That actually sounds pretty good. Actually sounds good. Do you have any concert t-shirts you could wear? I think that would look cool. Yeah, I don't really have any. People say I need my ROK, my tasteful ROK merch. You know, let's get that ROK branding out there, right? Is that a designer? Yes, it's Rosie O'Callaghan original. Yeah, you're funny, Mary. I love the wall of sound. This quality's been much better tonight. I can't go back to the webcam again. But I do want to thank you guys as we get the 2-minute warning to both benches here. Number one, first and foremost, to my wonderful moderators, Jen, Cheryl, Missy, JK NoCal, Kit and Kat was in here tonight. Some more that I failed to mention here. I apologize. Thank you very much, guys, for helping me run a good show here. Love you guys, and I'm so appreciative of the work that you do every day, and you're just being here. Thank you. Thank you very much. And to you guys on the side chat, I want to thank you for being along to today. So good to see Cobra John hanging out here now. Especially missed you for a period of time, Cobra John. Glad to have you back. Yeah, the recipe is in my About page, Alex and Turtle. I can make it like new at gmail.com, or you can just go to my About section on my channel page, and my contact information is there. And you guys that haven't, go to my channel page and just scroll down and look at some of those playlists. If you're looking to kill a little time, you want to see a renovation project, you want to see the restoration of the Motorola console, it's all down in there. I think there's 22 parts on that Motorola restoration. Mark Handler, congratulations to you again. Newlywed. It's Bob Eubanks, the Newlywed Game. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's my email. You can copy and paste that, or just go to my About page. Thank you also on an end note. Remember, I did a night in Tijuana. this time last year, or maybe it was September, October. That's thanks to you guys and everything. That cinematic cell phone cinematic features gone over 100,000 views and climbing very rapidly. Thank you guys for being along. And if you didn't catch the breakfast video today, it's a little out of the ordinary, but it's a preview of coming attractions. So, thumbs up on the way out. If we could get to 120, woo! Thanks everybody.